Build daily English speaking habits that stick. Segment 1. Why English speaking habits don't stick. Intro. The real reason. Your English speaking habits don't last. Every English learner tries, at least once, to build a daily speaking habit. They promise themselves, I will practice every day. I will speak for 30 minutes daily. I will improve my English this month. And maybe for 2 or 3 days, they do it. But then the habit breaks. Life gets busy, motivation drops, confidence shakes, consistency disappears. You tell yourself you'll start again tomorrow, but tomorrow doesn't come. In this first segment, we're going deep. We're exploring the core truth most learners never confront. Speaking habits don't fail because they are hard. They fail because they are built wrong. Today, you will discover why daily English speaking habits collapse, why motivation cannot sustain fluency, the psychology of habit failure, how to finally build habits that last, the mindset shift you must make to become fluent. Let's begin. Part 1. Why motivation always fails after a few days. When someone decides, from today I'm going to speak English every day, they usually begin with excitement. A burst of motivation pushes them forward. But motivation is emotional. It rises fast and falls just as quickly. In the first few days, you feel hopeful, you feel inspired, you feel ready to change. But then you get busy, you get stressed, you feel tired, you lose energy. Suddenly, English feels like a burden again. The truth is this: motivation can start a habit, but motivation cannot maintain a habit. Fluency requires consistency, consistency requires structure, structure requires systems, not feelings. This is why your old speaking habits didn't survive, and this is where our journey begins. Part 2. The hidden enemy: perfection. Pressure. Most learners make the same mistake. They try to be perfect from day one. They want perfect sentences, perfect pronunciation, perfect vocabulary, perfect grammar, perfect fluency. This perfection pressure creates fear, and fear kills habits. When learners try to speak daily, they think, what if I make a mistake? What if I sound bad? What if my accent is wrong? What if people judge me? This fear slowly becomes resistance. So when you try to practice, your brain says, not today. I don't feel ready. I'm not in the mood. I need more time. The result? Your daily habit collapses. Here is the truth. Habits grow through repetition, not perfection. Fluency grows through mistakes, not avoidance. If you want habits that stick, you must remove perfection pressure. We will fix that in later segments. Part 3. The brain problem: why your mind rejects new habits. Your brain is designed to save energy. Anything new, a new language, a new speaking routine, a new pattern, feels like a threat. So your brain resists. Speaking daily, thinking in English. Practicing routines, shadowing recording. Voice, repeating phrases. Your brain says, this is uncomfortable. This is unfamiliar. This takes energy. I want to stop. This resistance is normal. When your daily speak-in habit died in the past, it wasn't because you were weak. It was because your brain was protecting its comfort zone. To build habits that stick, you must guide your brain gently, not forcefully. You will learn that in segment 2, part 4. Why big habits collapse: the overcommitment trap. When people start a new English habit, they often make it too big. They tell themselves, I'll speak for 1 hour every day. I'll shadow 30 minutes without pause. I'll memorize 20 sentences daily. This sounds impressive, but your brain cannot handle big habits in the beginning. Overcommitment leads to stress avoidance, burnout, guilt, procrastination. The habit becomes too long, too heavy, too difficult, too unrealistic. So you skip one day, then two, then you stop. This is not your fault, it's a design failure. Daily English habits must be small, light, and easy in the beginning. In later segments, you will learn how to build micro speaking habits that require almost no effort yet grow fluency fast. Part 5. The emotional barrier. Fear of sounding different. Many learners never build strong English habits because speaking English doesn't feel natural. They feel awkward, they feel uncomfortable, they feel not like themselves. They say, I feel strange speaking English alone. I feel weird practicing out loud. I feel like English doesn't fit me. This emotional resistance is powerful. It disconnects you from your habit. But the truth is this: fluency requires identity shift. You must begin to see yourself as someone who practices English, someone who uses English daily, someone who speaks confidently, someone who grows through repetition. Identity builds habit, habit builds fluency, and your new identity begins here. Part 6. The real reason. Speaking habits. Fail, no system. This is the most important truth of segment 1. Speaking habits fail because they lack structure. Most learners practice like this. Day 1, speak a lot. Day 2, speak a little. Day 3, skip. Day 4, speak randomly. Day 5, take a break. Day 6, forget. Day 7, stop entirely. There is no routine. Pattern, cue, trigger, consistency system. Fluency demands a daily system, a system that tells your brain when to speak, how to speak, how long to speak, what to focus on, how to track progress. In the next segments, I will give you a step-by-step system that builds habits automatically. Part 7. Your assignment for today. Awareness. Before we learn how to build habits that last, you must reflect on why your old ones didn't. Today, think about these questions. Why did my last English habit fail? Did I try to be perfect? Did I rely too much on motivation? Did I make the habit too big? Was I afraid of sounding wrong? Did I have a real system, or was I practicing randomly? This awareness is your starting point. Without understanding the root problem, you cannot build a strong solution. You are not starting this journey from zero, you are starting with wisdom. Closing thought for segment 1. Speaking habits don't fail because you lack talent. They fail because they were built without understanding how habits work, how the brain reacts, how fear blocks progress, how structure supports consistency. Now you know the truth, and with this truth, you can build habits that last for months, maybe even years. In the next segment, we start strong. Segment 2. How to build a simple daily English system that actually works. Intro. Why you need a system, not motivation. In segment 1, you learn the real reasons English speaking habits fail. Now, in segment 2, we build the opposite. A simple, powerful daily English system that works even when you're tired, even when you're busy, even when you don't feel like practicing. A system that survives real life. Because fluency is not built by motivation. Fluency is built by structure. Let's begin. Part 1. The secret behind every strong habit. A system. You don't have to think about. Successful learners do not wake up each day asking, should I practice today? How long should I speak? What should I do first? They already have the answers. Their practice is automatic. It follows a pattern, it follows a structure, it follows a rhythm. This is what you need. A daily English system so simple that your brain cannot reject it, and so flexible that you can maintain it forever. Today, we build that system. Part 2. The English Triangle. The only three things you need. Daily fluency does not come from learning everything. It comes from repeating a few things consistently. Your daily system must include only these three elements. 1. Speaking. Even 2 minutes a day. 2. Listening. Natural English exposure. 3. Thinking. Silent internal English. This is the English triangle. If you touch all three daily, even lightly, your fluency grows from every direction. Speaking activates your mouth and confidence. Listening fills your brain with patterns. Thinking builds internal fluency. Together, they create a habit that sticks. Now let's build your system step by step. Part 3. Step 1. The 2-minute speaking habit. Most learners fail because they try to speak too long, but your system will be different. Your speaking habit starts with just 2 minutes a day. 2 minutes is small enough to remove resistance and strong enough to activate fluency. Here are your 2-minute speaking options. Option A. Narrate your actions. I am sitting on my chair. I am opening my notebook. I am drinking water. Option B. Reflect on your day. This morning I felt tired. I didn't sleep well, but I still woke up early. Option C. Speak about anything you see. This window looks bright today. The light is soft. It makes the room peaceful. Option D. Answer one question aloud. What did I learn today? What am I working on this week? You only need 2 minutes daily, not 20, not 30, not an hour. Start small, grow naturally. This is how habits survive. Part 4. Step 2. The 5-minute listening rule. The second part of your system. 5 minutes of listening daily, not listening for grammar, not listening for vocabulary lists, not listening for tests, listening for rhythm, listening for flow, listening for natural speech. You can listen to a podcast, a story, a conversation, a YouTube interview, a motivational speaker, a documentary clip. The goal is not understanding 100%. The goal is exposure. Just like music, your brain absorbs patterns without effort. 5 minutes is enough to start. Later, you can increase it if you want, but for now, simple, light, consistent. Part 5. Step 3. The 30-second English thinking trigger. This is the most powerful part of your daily English system. Once a day for 30 seconds, think in English. No speaking, no writing, no translating, just internal thoughts. You can think about your plans, your feelings, your tasks, your goals, your surroundings. Example, after this I will go for a walk. I want to relax my mind. Maybe I will listen to a podcast. This one tiny habit changes everything. It forces your brain to see English as a natural mode, not a school subject. 30 seconds a day is enough to start rewiring your brain. Part 6. Step 4. Your anchor habit, the trigger that makes you practice. Automatically, every strong habit starts with a trigger. This is called an anchor habit. Your anchor is something you already do every day. Waking up, brushing your teeth, drinking tea, sitting at your desk, going for a walk, opening your phone, returning home. Choose one daily moment and link your English habit to it. Examples. After drinking my morning tea, I speak for 2 minutes. After I sit at my desk, I listen for 5 minutes. After I go to bed, I think in English for 30 seconds. This trigger creates automatic consistency. Your brain learns trigger, English trigger, English trigger, English. Very soon, your habits run on autopilot. Part 7. Step 5. Build a no-pressure environment. Your English system must feel light and positive. That means no guilt, no pressure, no perfectionism, no performance, No comparing yourself with others. Here's the rule: if your habit feels heavy, it will die. If your habit feels light, it will survive. This is why your system is small. 2 minutes speaking, 5 minutes listening, 30 seconds thinking. When a habit is small, your brain accepts it. And when your brain accepts it, you repeat it. And when you repeat it, it becomes part of your identity. This is how you build fluency for life. Part 8. Step 6. The habit tracker without tracking. Method: traditional habit tracking fails because it becomes stressful. Instead, use a simple, gentle tracker. At the end of each day, ask, "Did I touch English today?" Not, "Did I study for 2 hours? Did I memorize vocabulary? Did I do difficult homework?" Just, "Did I speak? Did I listen? Did I think?" If the answer is yes, even lightly, your habit is alive. You are growing. Part 9. Step 7. The Golden Rule. Never miss twice. Missing one day is normal. Missing 2 days breaks the habit. So follow this rule. If you skip one day, start the next day immediately with something small. Your system is too simple to fail. 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Even on your bad days, you can do this. Even when you're tired, you can do this. Even when you're busy, you can do this. This golden rule keeps your habit alive. Part 10. Your assignment for today: build your personal English system. Decide your 2 minute speaking time, your 5 minute listening time, your 30-second thinking moment, your daily anchor habit. Write it or keep it in your mind. This becomes your new English lifestyle. Closing thought for segment 2. This system is simple. This system is light. This system is realistic. This system is maintainable. And because of its simplicity, this system actually works. You don't need motivation anymore. You don't need long study sessions. You don't need complicated routines. You only need a small system done daily with calm consistency. In the next segment, we go even deeper. Segment 3. Speaking habits, micro practices for busy people. Intro. You don't need free time. You need a method. One of the biggest barriers to daily English speaking is a single belief: I don't have time. Most learners genuinely want to practice speaking, but between work, family, studies, and responsibilities, they wait for the perfect time. A quiet place, a long break, a distraction-free moment, a full practice session. And because perfect time doesn't exist, their habits never stick. But today, in segment 3, everything changes. You will learn small, powerful speaking micro practices that take almost zero extra time, yet build fluency day after day. You don't need 30 minutes. You don't even need 10. Sometimes you need 1 minute, sometimes 20 seconds. Fluent speakers grow through tiny habits that fit inside a busy life, and now you will too. Let's begin. Part 1. The power of micro habits. Micro habits are small actions that require no effort, no planning, no environment, no motivation. And yet, they produce consistent results. Most people think fluency improves only through long speaking sessions, but the truth is this: short, frequent speaking is more powerful than long, inconsistent speaking. One 30-minute session per week cannot compete with 10 2-minute sessions throughout the week. Daily repetition builds confidence, pronunciation, word access, thinking speed, speaking instinct. Micro practices make speaking natural, something you do without preparing. Now let's learn them. Part 2. Micro habit. Number 1. The one sentence morning starter. Before checking your phone, before opening social media, before doing anything, speak one English sentence. It can be simple. I feel sleepy today. I want to start fresh. I'm ready for the day. Today I want to be productive. This one sentence sets the tone. It tells your brain, English is part of my day. English is something I use. English is automatic. Morning habits stick the fastest because your mind is fresh and not overloaded yet. One sentence every morning. That's it. This alone strengthens fluency over time. Part 3, Micro Habit. Number 2, the 30-second self-introduction drill. Every day, introduce yourself. Not to people, but to your own voice. Spend 30 seconds practicing. Hi, my name is, I'm working on, today I want to. You can change it daily. Add small updates, mix it with your goals or feelings. Why this works? It builds comfort with your own voice. You practice natural rhythm, you improve clarity and tone. You prepare for real life interactions. You strengthen speaking identity. When you practice introducing yourself daily, you remove hesitation in real conversations. Part 4, Micro Habit. Number 3, Object Description. 20-second drill. Pick any object around you, a cup, a pen, a phone, a window, and describe it for 20 seconds. Example. This cup is dark blue. It feels warm in my hand. I like using it in the morning because it makes me feel calm. This builds your ability to speak instantly. Form simple sentences, use adjectives, think quickly, stay confident. Object description is one of the easiest ways to grow fluency in a busy life because objects are always around you. You never run out of content. Part 5, Micro Habit. Number 4, the silent rehearsal method. Sometimes you can't speak out loud. You're at work, in public, or with people around. In this case, practice silent speaking, also called mental rehearsal. Look at something and create a sentence in your mind. I'm waiting for the bus. This room feels cold. I need to finish my work soon. Mental rehearsal improves thinking speed, sentence formation, internal fluency, confidence when speaking aloud later. And it requires zero time. You can do this while walking, while commuting, while waiting, while shopping, while sitting. This micro habit alone can transform your English thinking patterns. Part 6, Micro Habit. Number 5, the 60-second story. Once a day, tell a tiny story, just 1 minute long. It could be something that happened today. A memory, a thought, a feeling, a small experience. Structure, what happened, how you felt, why it mattered. Example, this morning I woke up early. I felt tired at first, but after a few minutes, I felt more calm and focused. It made me realize that waking up early helps my mind. This teaches you narration, flow, emotion. Clarity stories are the heart of fluent speaking. Part 7, Micro Habit. Number 6, the English while doing. Technique. This is one of the most powerful habits. Speak English while doing a task. Cooking, walking, cleaning, exercising, driving, organizing your desk. Narrate your actions. Now I'm washing the dishes, the water's warm. I feel relaxed doing this. This turns English into a natural part of your life, not a scheduled activity. Over days and weeks, you build automatic speaking. Part 8, Micro Habit. Number 7, Question of the Day. Every day, ask yourself one question. How do I feel right now? What do I want today? What am I excited about? What challenge did I face today? Then answer it aloud for 30-60 seconds. This builds self-expression, emotional fluency, confidence, clear thinking, natural speaking, and it prepares you for real conversations because most real conversations start with simple questions. Part 9, Micro Habit. Part 8, Mirror Talk, Confidence Booster. Stand in front of a mirror for 1 minute and speak to yourself. Say, what did I do today? What is something I want to improve? What is my plan for tomorrow? Mirror talk builds confidence, improves posture, reduces self judgment, strengthens identity, creates emotional connection with English. This is a must have habit for learners who want strong, confident speaking. Part 10 Micro Habit. Number 9 The 20-word challenge. Choose a topic and speak until you reach 20 unique words. Topic examples: food travel, weather work, dreams habits, daily routine. This forces you to use vocabulary actively, not just passively recognize it. You don't need complex words. Simple words produce fluent speaking. Part 11 Micro Habit. Number 10 End of day voice note. Before sleeping, record a 30 to 60-second voice note. What did I do today? What did I learn? How do I feel? What surprised me? Voice notes build reflection, consistency, honesty, clarity, and they allow you to track your progress as your voice becomes stronger week after week. Part 12 Why these micro habits work for busy people. Because they are short, flexible, practical, effortless, repeatable, realistic. Each micro habit takes less than 1 minute to 2 minutes. You can do them anywhere: in bed, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in the car, on the bus, at your desk. While walking, while waiting. The key is not time. The key is consistency and gentle repetition. These micro habits build fluency from the inside out. Part 13 Your assignment for today. Choose 3 micro habits and do them today. That's it. Not 10. Not 7. Not all of them. Just 3. Your brain needs simplicity, not overload. Tomorrow, repeat them. The next day, repeat. Small habits, big transformation. Closing thought for segment 3. You don't need more time in your life to become fluent. You need better use of small moments. Micro habits make fluency feel natural, a part of your day, a part of your thinking, a part of your identity. In the next segment, we go deeper. Segment 4 Thinking Habits. Build an English mindset that speaks automatically. Intro. Fluency begins in the mind, long before it reaches the mouth. In the first 3 segments, you learned how habits fail, how to build a simple daily system, how micro-speaking routines transform fluency. Now we enter one of the most powerful but most ignored areas in English learning: thinking. Fluent English does not start when you speak. Fluent English starts when you think. If your mind thinks in your native language and translates everything into English, you will always struggle with hesitation, slow speaking, grammar confusion, word searching, fear of mistakes, broken flow. But when your mind begins thinking directly in English, fluency becomes natural, smooth, and automatic. In this segment, you will learn how to stop translating, how to think in English daily, how to build internal fluency, how to make English your mental language, how to speak automatically without preparing. This is the most important mental transformation in your fluency journey. Let's begin. Part 1 Why your brain doesn't think in English. Yet many learners believe, if I listen more, I will think in English. If I speak more, I will think in English. If I know more grammar, my mind will switch. But thinking doesn't change automatically. Thinking changes through habits. Your brain thinks in your native language because you grew up using it. You use it every day, your emotions are connected to it, your memories were formed in it, your automatic thoughts happen in it. English is not the language of your emotions, your inner voice, your daily decisions, your internal reflection. But it can be. Thinking in English is a skill you build, not a miracle that happens. Part 2 The 3 levels of English thinking. To build internal fluency, you must understand the 3 stages your brain moves through. Level 1 Translation. Thinking. You think in your language, translate, speak. This causes slow speaking and hesitation. Level 2. Phrase thinking. You think in short English phrases. I go work, feel sleepy, need coffee. Speaking becomes easier but still slow. Level 3. Direct English thinking. Thoughts appear in English automatically. You speak smoothly, fluency feels natural, your goal is level 3, and today you learn how to reach it. Part 3. Thinkings. Habit. Number 1. Micro thought replacement. This is the simplest and most powerful thinking exercise. Take one small thought each hour and convert it into English. Examples: I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm late. This is boring. I need water. Replace your native thought with the English version. Do this 5-10 times each day. Small thoughts create big habits. Over time, your mind starts using English automatically for everyday experiences. Part 4. Thinking habit. Number 2. The 10-second English window. Every time you switch tasks, use the 10-second English window. Before you start something new, a call, a meal, a shower, a walk, pause for 10 seconds and think one sentence in English. I'm about to start cooking. I want to relax for a moment. I will call my friend soon. These tiny English windows train your brain to think in English during transitions. Transitions become habits, and habits become identity. Part 5. Thinking. Habit. Number 3. English decision. Making one of the fastest ways to build level 3 thinking is to make small decisions in English. For example, should I drink tea or coffee? I think I'll drink tea. Should I sit or lie down? I should probably rest for a while. Should I take a break? Yes, I need 5 minutes. These thoughts are natural, automatic, and internal. Decision based English rewires the brain to treat English as a practical tool, not a school subject. Part 6. Thinking. Habit neue hervor. The what I'm doing now. Mind voice. Throughout the day, use short English commentary inside your mind. Examples: I'm opening the door. I'm walking to the kitchen. I'm typing a message. I'm feeling cold. I'm thinking about lunch. This builds awareness. Direct English. Thought mental fluency, sentence pattern, instinct. It is one of the easiest habits because you're not speaking aloud. You're just noticing your life in English. Part 7. Thinking. Habit. Number 5. Emotional naming. When your emotions become English, your fluency becomes emotional. And emotional fluency is the strongest type. Whenever you feel something, name it in English. I feel stressed. I feel excited. I feel nervous. I feel hopeful. I feel grateful. You connect your inner world with English expression. When your emotions use English, English stops being foreign. It becomes personal. Part 8. Thinking. Habit. Number 6. Ask yourself mini questions. Throughout the day, ask silent English questions. What do I need right now? What am I trying to do? Why do I feel this way? What should I do next? Then answer silently. I need a break. I'm trying to solve this. I feel tired because I didn't sleep well. I should finish this task first. This builds both internal dialogue and internal fluency. Your mind becomes bilingual, then gradually English dominant during daily tasks. Part 9. Thinking habit number 7. Mental shadowing. Shadowing doesn't always require speaking. You can shadow silently. Play a short clip, listen. Then imitate the speaker in your mind, their rhythm, their tone, their flow, their pauses. Silent shadowing trains mental speed, pattern recognition, automatic sentence formation. It's fluency training without speaking, perfect for busy people or situations where you can't speak aloud. Part 10. Thinking habit. Number 8. The English summary thought. Once a day, summarize something in English inside your mind. a video, a conversation, a message, a task, a plan. Example, I need to finish 3 things today. The meeting went well. I learned something useful. This builds clarity and organization in English. Clear thinking. Clear speaking. Part 11. Why thinking habits are more powerful than speaking habits. Because thinking happens all day. Speaking may happen for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but thinking happens while working, while walking, while eating, while traveling, while resting, while waiting. Your internal voice is your strongest fluency tool. If that voice becomes English, you become fluent even without speaking constantly. Thinking creates the foundation that speaking builds on. Part 12. Your assignment for today. Today, choose 3 thinking habits from this segment and use them today. Examples: micro thought replacement, 10-second English window, emotional naming, silent shadowing. Don't try to practice all 8. Choose 3. Make them simple, make them small. Your mind learns best through repetition, not overload. Closing. Thought for segment 4. Fluency is not only a mouth skill, fluency is a mind skill. And when your mind begins thinking it's English, even for small moments, you unlock a deeper level of fluency. Confidence, speed, clarity, comfort, identity. This is the next stage of your growth. In the next segment, we focus on sound, clarity, and voice. Segment 5. Listening and shadowing. Habits that strengthen fluency. Intro. Listening and shadowing. The hidden engines of fluent speaking. If speaking is the output of fluency, then listening is the fuel and shadowing is the engine. In the last segment, you learned how thinking habits create internal fluency. Now, in segment 5, you will learn how listening and shadowing habits create natural pronunciation, better rhythm, stronger confidence, automatic sentence patterns, smooth flow, long-term fluency retention. Most learners underestimate listening. They treat it like a passive skill, but fluent speakers know you speak the way you listen. You pronounce the way you listen. You create sentences the way you listen. And shadowing transforms your listening into active speaking power. This segment will show you how to build listening and shadowing habits that actually stick, even in a busy life. Let's begin. Part 1. Why listening is the foundation of speaking. Speaking is not created in your mouth. It is created in your ears. Your mouth follows your ears. Your pronunciation follows what you hear. Your flow follows the rhythm you absorb. Your confidence grows as you hear more real English. When a learner says, "I speak slowly," "I sound unnatural," "My pronunciation is weak," "My sentences feel broken," usually the real problem is not enough listening or the wrong kind of listening. Listening is not about understanding every word, taking notes, studying grammar, memorizing vocabulary. Listening is about absorbing patterns, catching rhythm, feeling the flow, understanding tone, hearing natural emotion. This is how your mind learns the music of English. Now let's build habits that support this. Part 2. Listening. Habit number 1. The daily 5-minute exposure. You learned this in segment 2, but now we go deeper. Every day, give your brain 5 minutes of English audio, no pressure, no stopping, no effort. Examples: a short podcast, a story, an interview, a piece of news, a short YouTube talk. Why only 5 minutes? Because your brain accepts it easily. It requires no schedule. It removes resistance. It builds consistency. It becomes automatic over time. 5 minutes can turn into 10 or 15, but your daily rule stays. Never skip your 5 minutes. This habit alone creates long-term listening fluency. Part 3. Listening habit. Number 2. English in the background. Method. Not all listening needs attention. Some of the best listening happens when you are cooking, cleaning, walking, driving, organizing your room, getting ready, eating alone. Play English audio in the background. You don't need to understand everything. You don't need to focus 100%. Just let the sound reach your ears. Your brain picks up tones, patterns, pace, sentence flow, common phrases, natural pronunciation. This makes speaking easier without feeling like study. Part 4. Listening. Habit number 3. Topic repetition. Your brain learns best when you repeat the same topic through different sources. Choose one topic per week, such as health, motivation, technology, travel, learning, success, mental health, daily routine, work life. Then listen to a YouTube video, a podcast, a short interview, a story, a discussion, all on that same topic. This builds deep understanding. Topic vocabulary, natural expressions, sentence structure, memory, repetition builds fluency faster than randomness. Part 5. Listening. Habit number 4. Emotional listening. Fluency grows when your emotions connect with the language. Choose content that makes you feel something: inspired, curious, happy, calm, motivated. When emotions activate, your brain remembers more. Find creators who speak naturally and emotionally, not too fast, not too formal. When you feel something in English, English becomes easier to remember. Part 6. Shadowing. The most powerful active listening tool. Shadowing is the bridge between listening and speaking. It means you listen and instantly repeat at the same time with the same rhythm. This is not translation. This is not memorization. This is imitation. Shadowing trains pronunciation, intonation, sentence flow, speed, breath control, confidence, natural rhythm. Shadowing is how you download native rhythm directly into your speaking. Now, let's build shadowing habits that work even for beginners. Part 7. Shadowing habit. Number 1. 10-second shadowing. Start small. Choose a clip. Listen once. Shadow only 10 seconds. Match tone, emotion, speed, pauses. If 10 seconds is difficult, start with 5 seconds. Small shadowing becomes consistent shadowing. Part 8. Shadowing habit. Number 2. Echo. Shadowing. This is easier than full shadowing. Play 5 to 8 seconds of audio. Pause. Repeat what you heard. Example. Speaker. I didn't expect today to be so peaceful. You. I didn't expect today to be so peaceful. This builds clarity without pressure. Echo shadowing is perfect for beginners, busy learners, learners who fear speaking. It builds rhythm step by step. Part 9. Shadowing habit. Number 3. Silent shadowing. You don't always need to speak. Shadow silently, hear the sentence, repeat it in your mind, mimic the rhythm internally. Silent shadowing is ideal for public spaces. Workplace, late night practice. Times when speaking is impossible. It strengthens internal fluency and prepares your brain for real speaking. Part 10. Shadowing habit. Number 4. Emotion. Matching. Shadowing is not only about copying words, it's about copying emotion. Listen to how the speaker feels. Are they excited, calm, serious, curious, thoughtful? Try to match the emotion and the tone. Emotion-based shadowing builds authentic speaking, confident delivery, natural rhythm, communication skills, not just pronunciation. Part 11. Shadowing habit. Number 5. 1-minute shadow stories. Once a day, pick a short 30-60-second story, shadow the story once, then speak it in your own words. This builds instant sentence forming, narration, flow, memory, confidence, shadow, speak, shadow, speak. This cycle is one of the fastest fluency boosters. Part 12. Shadowing habit. Number 6. Shadow the first sentence. Only sometimes a story or paragraph feels too long. Don't shadow everything. Shadow the first sentence only. Why this works. First sentences contain strong patterns. They set the rhythm, they build confidence, they reduce overwhelm, they help you start quickly. Let your habits stay light. One sentence can transform your speaking. Part 13. Shadowing habit and Shazavin. Use your anchor time. Choose a moment you already repeat daily. Waking up, showering, walking outside. Lunch break, evening rest, before bed. Turn that into your shadowing moment. Even just 1 minute a day builds massive fluency growth over time. Habits succeed when they have a home. Part 14. Your assignment for today. Choose one listening habit and one shadowing habit. Do them today. Keep them small, keep them light, keep them consistent. Daily listening. Small shadowing creates a powerful fluency engine inside your brain. Closing. Thought for segment 5. Listening fills your mind with English patterns. Shadowing turns those patterns into speaking skills. Together they create natural rhythm, strong pronunciation, smooth speech, real fluency. You don't need long practice, you don't need classes, you don't need fear, you need consistent sound and consistent imitation. In the next segment, we go deeper into habit psychology. Segment 6. Breaking bad habits and replacing weak routines. Intro. To build strong English habits, you must first break the weak ones. You've already built your speaking habits, your listening habits, your thinking habits, your shadowing habits. But now we face the real obstacle that stops learners from reaching fluency. Bad habits that silently destroy your progress. You can practice daily, you can listen regularly, you can think in English, but if your weak habits continue in the background, your improvement slows down or completely stops. Today, in segment 6, you will learn why bad habits form, how they block fluency, how to break them gently, how to replace them with strong routines, how to build fluency friendly behaviors, no punishment, no guilt, no negativity, just awareness, replacement, and transformation. Let's begin. Part 1. The truth about bad habits. They're not your fault. Most learners think, I'm weak, I'm lazy, I can't stay consistent. But that's not true. Your bad habits are not because of weakness. They are because of design. Bad habits form when something is easy, comfortable, familiar, effortless, emotionally safe. Your brain loves comfort. That's why it chooses scrolling instead of speaking, native language instead of English silence instead of practice, excuses instead of effort, translation instead of thinking. Your bad habits were created by your environment and psychology, not by failure or lack of talent. This means one thing: you can change them. Part 2. Bad habit. Number 1. Translating everything. This is the biggest fluency killer. When you translate, you slow down, your sentences break, you lose confidence, you think too much, you hesitate. Translation is automatic for many learners, so the goal is not to stop immediately. The goal is reduce, replace, rebuild. You will replace translation with thinking habits from segment 4. Today, just become aware. When does translation happen? When you're nervous, when you're tired, when you see difficult words, when you try to speak fast. Awareness is the first step to breaking it. Part 3. Bad habit. Number 2. Waiting for the perfect time to practice. This habit kills consistency. Learners tell themselves, I'll practice after work. I'll practice when I'm alone. I'll practice when I'm in a good mood. I'll practice when I get more time. But the perfect time never comes. This habit is based on fear of mistakes, fear of sounding strange, fear of not being ready. The cure is micro habits. One sentence in the morning, 20 seconds describing an object, 1 minute story, thinking in English during transitions. Small habits destroy waiting behavior. Part 4. Bad habit. Number 3. Overloading yourself. Learners start too big. 30 minutes of speaking 100 vocabulary words, long grammar lessons, big shadowing sessions. Then they burn out. Your brain rejects heavy habits. Breaking this habit requires the opposite. Start small, grow slowly, stay consistent. Your goal is not intensity, your goal is identity. Identity grows from small practices. Part 5. Bad habit. Number 4. Practicing randomly. No system, no structure. If your practice is random, your results will be random. Speaking today, listening tomorrow, nothing on the next day, big practice one day, nothing the next. Your brain loves patterns, not chaos. Random practice creates frustration, low motivation, weak habits, slow progress, inconsistent fluency. Breaking this habit means going back to segment 2 and applying the daily system. 2 minutes speaking, 5 minutes listening, 30 seconds thinking, one anchor habit. Consistency beats intensity. Part 6. Bad habit. Number 5. Focusing only on grammar. This is one of the biggest traps. Grammar is important, but first learning creates fear of mistakes, fear of speaking, fear of sounding wrong. Slow thinking, slow, speaking. Grammar is not the foundation of fluency. Grammar is a tool, not a starting point. Breaking this habit means focus on speaking, listening, shadowing thinking. Grammar will adjust naturally as your brain absorbs patterns. Part 7. Bad habit. Number 6. Avoiding hard words instead of learning patterns. Many learners avoid difficult expressions thinking, I will learn this later. This is too hard. I don't understand this sentence. But avoiding difficulty blocks progress. The real solution is not memorizing new words. The real solution is learning in patterns like I want to. One thing I realized is I used to, but now. When you learn patterns instead of words, you break this bad habit instantly. Part 8. Bad habit. Number 7. Practicing without speaking aloud. Silent practice feels safe, but silence does not build fluency. Fluency requires your mouth, your voice, your breath, your sound. Breaking this habit means speak aloud, even for 10 to 20 seconds. Talk to yourself, talk to objects, talk to the mirror, talk during tasks. Sound is essential. Part 9. Bad habit. Number 8. Stopping after a bad day. This habit destroys long-term fluency. You skip one day, you feel guilty, you lose motivation, you stop completely. This is all or nothing thinking. The solution is simple, never miss twice. If you skip one day, start the next day with something tiny. 10 seconds thinking, 2 minutes speaking, 5 minutes listening. Tiny actions restart the habit. Part 10. Breaking bad. Habits through replacement, not force. You cannot delete habits, you can only replace them. Bad habit, replacement habit. Translating, micro-thought replacement. Waiting for time, micro-speaking routines. Heavy learning, small consistent routines. Random practice, daily system. Grammar fear, pattern. Learning, silent learning, speaking aloud. Stopping after skipping, never miss twice. Rule. Replacement is the secret to long-term success. Part 11. The 3R formula for breaking bad. English habits. To transform your routines and build habits that last, use the 3R formula. 1. Recognize, identify the bad habit. Be honest, don't judge yourself. 2. Reduce, make the habit smaller. Weaken it gently, don't fight it directly. 3. Replace. Add a better habit in the same moment. Example, bad habit. Translating replace with thinking in simple English phrases. Bad habit, not speaking. Replace with 20-second micro habit. Bad habit, random practice. Replace with 2 to 5 the 30 daily system. This formula works because it respects your psychology, not fights against it. Part 12. Your assignment for today. Choose one bad habit and replace it with a small, strong routine. Examples. If you translate too much, use micro-thought. Replacement. If you avoid speaking, use the 1-minute story. If you practice randomly, use the daily system. If you wait for free time, use micro-speaking moments. Choose one, only one. Work on it today. Closing. Thought for segment 6. English fluency does not fail because you don't practice enough. It fails because your habits are blocked by fear, pressure, and lack of structure. Today you learned how to break weak routines, how to replace bad habits, how to build strong fluency behavior, how to turn your mind into a fluent environment. In the final segment, we bring everything together. Segment 7. The Lifetime Habit Formula, plus final motivation. Intro. Fluency isn't a 7-day, 30-day, or 90-day goal. It's a lifelong habit. You've reached the final segment of this journey. You've learned how to build speaking habits, thinking habits, listening habits, shadowing habits, and how to break the routines that hold you back. Now it's time for the most important step, turning English into a lifelong habit. Not a task, not an obligation, not a temporary goal, but a part of who you are. Fluency becomes permanent only when your habits become identity. Today, we bring everything together. Part 1. The Lifetime Habit Formula. The formula has 3 pillars. 1. Keep it small. The habits that last are the habits that feel light. 2 minutes of speaking, 5 minutes of listening, 30 seconds of thinking in English, a 1-minute story. Your brain accepts small habits easily. Small becomes consistent. Consistent becomes automatic. Automatic becomes identity. 2. Keep it daily. You don't need perfect practice. You need daily contact. A little bit every day creates more fluency than heavy practice once a week. Your goal is simple. Touch English daily, even for 30 seconds. 3. Keep it enjoyable. Your habits must feel good. Not heavy, not stressful, not boring. Choose content you enjoy. Choose topics you care about. Choose voices you connect with. If your habits feel enjoyable, your brain will protect them. This is how long-term fluency grows. Part 2. The 3-layer habit system. To maintain fluency for life, keep 3 layers active. Layer 1. Micro habits, every day. Fast, easy, repeatable routines. 1 sentence in the morning. Object description, mirror talk, thinking in English. These are your daily foundation. Layer 2. Growth habits, weekly. Slightly bigger habits that improve your skill. Shadowing a short clip, telling a 60-second story, topic-based listening, reflecting in a voice note. These are your weekly boosters. Layer 3. Challenge habits, monthly. These keep you growing. Record a 3-minute talk. Shadow a full paragraph. Speak to someone online. Watch a full English interview. Explain a topic in English. These push you beyond your comfort zone and prevent stagnation. Part 3. How to keep going. When you lose motivation. Fluency journeys always include good days and slow days, high energy and low energy, momentum and difficulty. The secret is simple. Never miss twice. If you skip one day, start again tomorrow with something tiny. The people who become fluent aren't the people who never miss. They are the people who always return. Part 4. Your lifetime. Fluency identity. From today, stop saying, I'm learning English. I'm trying to become fluent. Start saying, I'm an English user. I communicate in English. I practice English as part of my daily life. Identity changes behavior. Behavior shapes habits. Habits create fluency. Fluency becomes a lifestyle. You're not a student anymore. You are a speaker in progress. Part 5. Your final action plan forever. Just follow these 3 rules for life. 1. Speak a little every day, even 20 seconds. Sound matters. 2. Listen a little every day, even 5 minutes. Input feeds your fluency. 3. Think a little every day, even one thought. Internal fluency becomes external fluency. If you do these 3, your fluency will never disappear, it will only grow. Final motivation. Fluency is not a gift, it is not luck, it is not talent. Fluency is a habit you build with your voice, your mind, your environment, and your small daily actions. You are no longer waiting for confidence. You are creating it. You are no longer hoping for fluency. You are becoming it, step by step, day by day, habit by habit. This is the beginning of a new identity, one you will carry for the rest of your life. Closing call to action. If this 7-segment journey inspired you, help us grow this community. Please like this video, comment your country and your English goal, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the next Fluency series. Your journey continues, and I'm here with you all the way.